Hi, and welcome. My name's Janelle, and today I'd like to share a couple of breathing practices that can really help with relaxation. Breathing is just a fabulous tool and skill to learn to help with that relaxation response for a couple of reasons. First, as you slow your breath, you send a really powerful signal to your nervous system to slow down. Perhaps you've heard of the vagus nerve. It's this amazing nerve that starts up in the brain and meanders and wanders all the way down through into the abdomen. And it plays a role in many processes. But a couple that I find especially relevant and interesting are that it helps with the relaxation response and it actually helps reduce inflammation. So slow breathing, especially when you really elongate the exhale, is a really wonderful way to kind of activate that vagus nerve response and slow your physiology down. So if you're feeling panicky and you've ever been told to take some deep breaths, it was good advice. And again, especially when you draw out that exhalation or pause with the inhale or exhale, it can really help slow the heart rate down and slow down that panic response. Breathing is also a wonderful tool in that it gives the brain something to think about, something to focus on. It takes the mind's attention away from the stressor and brings it back to the breath. So today I'd like to try two different breaths that are really helpful in aiding in relaxation. The first one is called physiologic sighing. And I'll guide you through it. But a little bit before we start, the physiological sigh is kind of a two-part inhale with a long exhale, like you're exhaling out through a straw. So the inhale will be a full inhale. And then at the top of the inhale, you'll sip in just a little bit more air and then exhale like you're blowing through a straw. All right, so we'll give this a try, kind of embedded into a little bit of a guided meditation or guided relaxation. All right, so settle in. And if you'd like to close your eyes, feel free to close your eyes. This can be done lying down. This can be done seated. But allow yourself to be comfortable. And before we begin with the breath, just take a moment to notice the parts of the body that are connected to the ground. And on your next exhale, just allow yourself to sink in to the support. Whether you're sitting on a floor, in a chair, or even lying in a bed. Really allow yourself to feel supported, as if you could release the weight of your body to be supported by the ground and the surface that is holding you. And as you settle in, allow your shoulders to relax away from the ears. Unhinge the jaw, letting the lower jaw relax away from the upper jaw. And take a moment to just notice any sound in the space around you. Just allowing sound to be there. Letting the sound even be a part of your meditation. Really bringing you into the moment. And then take a deep breath in and a very slow exhale. And we'll do that 2 more times. Just a plain old deep breath in and a very slow exhale. Perhaps already starting to feel a little bit of a slowing down. And then 1 more deep breath in. And a long, slow exhale. Let the belly relax. And we'll come into our physiologic sighing. So as you're ready, we'll take a deep breath in, pause, sip in a little bit more air, and then exhale out like you're exhaling through a straw, really slowing the exhale down. And a deep breath in, pause, sip in a little more air, exhale through the straw, really drawing out the exhale. And then once again, breath in, pause, fill the lungs, exhale out slowly. And then try 2 more at your own pace. And as you breathe in this way, can you just feel everything start to slow down? And let's do even 1 more. Sending a signal to your nervous system that it's okay to rest. You're safe. And then coming back to the natural rhythm of your breath. And pause to notice, how does the body feel? How does the mind feel? What emotions are present? Just taking a moment to rest and take it all in. And bringing attention back to the room and the space around you. Notice sound around you once more. And as you're ready, you can begin to open the eyes and just take in the sights and the colors. And even noticing something in the space around you that you hadn't noticed yet. Using our senses to connect to this moment. And again, just taking it all in and noticing if you can feel a little bit of that slowing down from offering and gifting yourself with this chance to just pause, to take a break, and to breathe. All right, well, thank you for joining me. I am going to pause here and start again. So check back for some more videos. I've got a couple more breathing videos that I'll post soon. Take care.